Vladimir Putin, in the eyes of many, is Russia's crazy ruler who has no qualms about murdering in order to gain power. Putin must have a target on his back with that kind of attitude towards politics, that he is always surrounded by professional multi-million-dollar presidential security. How secure is Putin? Let's find out in this video. Welcome to Modern Luxury, where we explore the high-end stories of today. Before we get into the video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to be updated on luxurious topics worldwide. Let's begin. Putin has more than enough training as a former KGB agent to assess dangerous situations and defend himself in a one-on-one confrontation. Putin's famous walk is a good example. It's thought that the way he swings one arm while keeping the other relatively still is the result of decades of KGB training. He knows how to keep one hand at his side at all times in case he needs to draw a weapon, and some say he has a gun hidden up his sleeve. I honestly wouldn't rule it out, but Putin is far from a one-man army, and he's obnoxious about keeping himself safe and alive. He's also concerned about maintaining his health. Putin is taking precautions to keep himself free of viruses. For instance, in 2020, he wore a hazmat suit before visiting a hospital, meeting world leaders, and even before interacting with his own advisors. He prefers to maintain a comfortable, safe distance between himself and them, sometimes up to 20 feet. Who is in charge of Putin's safety? The Federal Protective Service is the special service in charge of the Russian president's security. Its personnel records and finances are kept under wraps, but some sources claim it employs over 50,000 people. Putin's bodyguards are known as the Musketeers. They're made up of members of a special branch of the Federal Protective Service that dates back to 1881. They were in charge of protecting Tsars back then. Putin will not be surrounded by just anyone who can wield the service weapon. His bodyguards are chosen for their operational psychology, physical stamina, and ability to withstand cold and not sweat in hot weather. The Musketeers are said to be armed with the Russian-made 9mm SR-1 Vector pistols loaded with armor-piercing bullets, as well as special briefcases that serve as shields to protect Putin. They also trail Putin when he takes off in his legendary plane. It may not appear to be much on the outside, resembling a basic Ilyushin IL-96-300 model airplane. Putin's presidential plane has undergone extensive modifications, costing $504 million. The interior of the cabin is extravagant, with a level of luxury that few heads of state can boast about. Even the alleged golden bathrooms have beautiful birchwood furniture and incredible gold accents. Putin can stay on top of things even when he's thousands of miles above the ground thanks to the plane's 87 phones and video teleconference system. Unsurprisingly, the presidential plane is equipped with a significant amount of military technology. It is equipped with anti-missile defense systems and can refuel mid-flight. Putin can turn this flying command center into the Kremlin 2.0 by adding a gym and a spacious office on board. Putin's bodyguards aren't just there to protect him from approaching bullets. They also try to avoid danger long before it occurs. For example, Putin sends his bodyguards months ahead of time to scout out his destination and assess how the public will react to his visit, as well check the weather. An unexpected bout of bad weather or natural disaster is the last thing you need. They inspect Putin's accommodations and install jamming devices to prevent bombs from being detonated remotely. Electronic surveillance of cell phones and other devices in the area was conducted by technicians. Putin also has someone sample the meals he's served to ensure he's not being poisoned, much as a medieval king would. There are tasters, according to the founder of the Club de Chef, a culinary organization whose members cook for heads of state and monarchs around the world, but only in the Kremlin, where every dish is checked for safety by a doctor. If you've seen this video from 2018, in which one of Putin's bodyguards is seen intimidating renowned mixed martial arts champion Conor McGregor, you'll get a sense of his bodyguard's tactics. So what strategies does Putin's security employ? To begin with, they are always well prepared. As I previously stated, months before Putin leaves his home to appear in public anywhere, his security team has already conducted a thorough investigation of the area, assessing the likelihood of criminal activity, social unrest, and natural disasters such as earthquakes or floods. If the president plans to stay somewhere, members of his security detail will arrive to coordinate their security schedule with local authorities. They inspect the lodging from top to bottom, ensuring that everything is in working order and that everything is repaired down to the last doorknob. No technicians or repairmen would be allowed to access Putin's living quarters during his stay. While conducting operations and investigations, they have a wide range of powers, including electronic eavesdropping, opening mail, searching homes, seizing vehicles, and detaining and interrogating suspects. Second, they employ sophisticated security tactics and weaponry. When action is required, such as when Putin appears in public, the tactics are deployed. Putin's security detail was arranged in 4 circles. The president's personal bodyguards are in the first circle, closest to him, a group of ominous-looking men in suits and sunglasses. They have an earpiece as well as a suitcase on the outside. Any attackers will be deterred by the sight of these ominous-looking fellows. The suitcases they're carrying are actually bulletproof shields that can be deployed to keep Putin safe. The big dudes surrounding Putin may appear to be the most important part of a security detail, but they are only there to deceive potential assailants. The second circle, unlike the first, does not consist of recognized bodyguards. In fact, they are completely undetectable on the ground. They dress formally and maintain a low profile as they search the crowd for potential attackers. The third circle surrounds the crowd's perimeter. Their mission is to keep suspicious individuals away from Putin. The snipers in the fourth circle are stationed on the roofs of the surrounding structures. Their mission is to eliminate any potential threats that the first 3 circles were unable to handle. Putin's security detail is stacked, as one might expect. Guards are equipped with a 9mm Gurza pistol, capable of firing up to 40 bullets per minute and penetrating bulletproof vests from a distance of 50 meters. They also have a Kevlar umbrella and can deflect projectiles during Putin's public appearances. Additional protective equipment such as bulletproof glass screens around him may be required. If a shootout occurs, however, and someone will almost certainly be fired. Above all, their job is to prevent attacks before they happen. That is not to say they aren't always prepared for a firefight. Consider Putin's armored motorcade. When the president travels with his entourage, armored vans carrying Spec Ops units armed with AK-47s, Dragunov sniper rifles, anti-tank grenade launchers, and portable anti-aircraft missile systems accompany him. Extreme driving is a required skill if you want to be on Putin's security detail, just like it is in every globe-trotting action movie. Putin isn't just riding shotgun in any car. He travels in the Auto Senat, a custom-made presidential limousine. It cost $192 million to develop and was designed to compete with foreign brands such as Rolls-Royce. Putin's presidential limousine can withstand sniper fire and chemical gas attacks and has advanced communications equipment built in, making it a mobile command center. For added security, the back seats can be retracted. Even when the windows are completely closed, the limo's occupants can see what's going on outside thanks to live CCTV footage from the limo's built-in cameras. And if this car proves to be insufficiently safe, there is an emergency exit built into the back of the vehicle. Despite these precautions, it is rumored that Russia's Federal Protective Service occasionally employs a body double for Vladimir Putin. Putin has admitted that he has been offered a stand-in on several occasions when traveling to less friendly parts of the country. However, he claims to have turned down these body doubles. What kind of training and experience would you need if you wanted to put your life on the line and become one of Putin's bodyguards? As you might expect, protecting someone with as many enemies and rivals as Putin takes a lot of effort. Surprisingly, this position does not require any prior military experience. This means that no one in Putin's security detail has ever set up ambushes in the mountains or jumped out of a plane with a parachute. Combat experience is beneficial, but it isn't necessary in this line of work. Former police officers are also ineligible for the position. Police officers are trained to apprehend, and for a job where security is paramount, they do not find themselves among Putin's bodyguards. Members of the Guard must possess what is known as operational psychology, which entails the ability to anticipate and prevent threats while remaining unnoticed by others. Applicants must be under the age of 35, a height of 175 to 190 centimeters, and a weight of 75 to 90 kilograms are also required. Putin's bodyguards must also be able to communicate in a foreign language and be good at politics. You must be aware of the people approaching the big man's affiliations. Putin's bodyguards are bred for endurance. They've been trained to function in extreme cold and light overcoats, as well as in extreme heat. They've been taught to be vigilant at all times. Their training includes keeping their arms in front of their bodies at all times, with their left hand frequently raised halfway. This is especially important when his personal bodyguard's immediate task is to shield the man in charge with their bodies if necessary. It's not all high-intensity training and strict tactics. Putin's bodyguards have a few things to look forward to. For one, they are permitted to smoke cigarettes to relieve stress, but only outside of working hours. They'll take all the rest they can get, considering how stressful and draining their job is. Because of the physically demanding nature of the job, Putin's bodyguards must be replaced when they reach the age of 35. Upon retirement, they are frequently given powerful new positions as regional governors, federal ministers, special service commanders, and presidential administrators. They basically get nice government jobs. For better or worse, Vladimir Putin is a hugely popular world leader. He has been president of Russia since 2012, but this is not his first term in office. He was prime minister of Russia between the 1990s and the early 2000s. As you might expect, he might have a few reasons to be concerned about his safety, as if being Russia's most powerful man for decades wasn't enough. He is also extremely well off. The exact amount of his net worth is unknown at this time, but it has been estimated to be in the range of $40 billion to $200 billion. Even if Putin was a regular guy with that kind of fortune, there's no way he'd be seen on the street without a proper security detail. So, are you interested in joining Putin's insane multi-million security group as his bodyguard? Share your thoughts in the comments section. If you liked and enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more insightful videos, get notified by clicking the bell button below. From the high-end stories of today, this has been Modern Luxury. As always, we look forward to seeing you again in one of our videos. Thanks for watching.